Welcome to our first pilot episode of In the Corner with Isaac and Cody. Cody and Isaac. We haven't decided that yet.
Yeah, you guys should decide. Do you like In the Corner with Cody and Isaac, or Isaac and Cody?
Before we get into our last picks, Coach, what are you drinking there?
Oh, I got my milk.
What's in that?
Usually I put egg yolks, raw milk, and maple syrup.
Just the yolk.
Just the yolk. You can't get sick from the yolk. The whites is what contains the salmonella. The yolk, the nuclear membrane keeps bacteria out. That's why it's safe.
I've had a couple people at the gym, give you a couple weird looks about drinking this cake batter mix.
Yeah.
I think it tastes pretty good. You do get a bit of a yolky goo.
Yeah. Well, it is
sometimes.
ice cream. It's literally liquid ice cream, right? If you go and you look at ice cream, real ice cream that doesn't have a bunch of shit in it, the ingredients are milk, cream, egg yolks, and then whatever flavor, right? Coffee flavor, chocolate flavor. That's basically what ice cream is. So it's basically like a lower fat version of ice cream, but it's super good for sex hormone synthesis, like testosterone. It's good for just overall health, gaining muscle, recovery.
So if you want to get big and burly like Cody here, there's a secret. Anyway, moving on. We have our UFC picks, 326. I didn't do the best. I went 50 for 50.
But
4 to 8. Cody went 6 and 8.
6 and 2.
6 and 8. We had 8 picks. You
Yeah.
got 6.
Yeah, I won 6. I lost 2. 6 and 2.
You went 6 and 2. I went 4 and 4.
And I just have to say, I know this is stupid, but I did want to pick Oliveira. I did not think he was going to submit him, and I was right. But he did exactly what he needed to do and just completely wrestle fucked Max.
For a BMF belt, you really want to just lay on a guy. I don't think it was very exciting. He did what he had to do, but...
I mean, I could see people being upset with it not being exciting. I'm a grappler. I thought it was pretty exciting for that kind of grappling. Max did a good job at defending. He actually got his black belt.
It's true.
His coaches thought that he did such a great job defending himself against Oliveira. Also, Oliveira threw a lot of elbows and punches from top. He wasn't.
Yeah, he had like a third head.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he had his body triangle on. That sucks, man. I mean, Max looked drained.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he just held him down and didn't do much to him. Kind of like the Khamzat DDP fight. DDP still had some gas in the tank in the 5th round. Max didn't have, anything. Charles sucked it out of him.
That body triangle does suck it out of you. And
Daddy, chill.
Yeah, for sure.
That's his spot, though. Like, big props to...
Thank you.
Thank you. So if you guys are wondering what we just got, it's the UFC picks for this weekend.
Do we have our board?
We
Do we have our board? Yeah, because I liked doing that.
You like the board?
I like the
I
board.
feel like we should get a big one that's stand here. Guys, sponsor us. Send us $60 so we can buy a board for Cody.
Yeah, because I like to keep tallies on how much ass I'm whipping, and right now I'm in the lead by quite a bit. So I'd like to record that and keep that going for the rest of the. Oh, look, here it is. It's even on here. Look at that. Okay, so let's just go over this real quick. You might be able to leave it on here. You want to move that UFC glove? Just for now. Okay. All right. Well, Gaston didn't go. Dude, his opponent dropped out. Sumadarji, great fight. He's on a 3-fight win streak.
3-fight win streak now. Beat the shit out of his opponent. Almost knocked him out at the end.
Yeah, and dude was
really,
tough.
Really good.
Dude was short Mexican dude, tough.
And to someone saying that it was hard for Sue to take him down, it looked like Sue was taking him down with ease.
I think he got 3 takedowns.
Yeah.
And landed some damage in some of them. So great fight by Sue. We knew he was a good wrestler. He's been with us for almost 2 years?
Yeah.
He's grown a ton in those 2 years. Dude's gonna be good. So hopefully he gets a top 15 fight next. Ricky, our boy, fought tough. You know, I don't regret that pick at all, but that was one of our losses. Then we got Cody, no love Garbrandt.
Balls of steel.
Was it 3 or 4?
I don't know. Unfortunately, I had a package get dropped off at my door, and I was too scared someone was going to take it. So I had to leave at the first minute of that fight, so I didn't get to watch. I just heard my dad, he called me up talking to me about it. Was it 3 or 4? Nuts.
I know for sure it was 3, but
Yeah.
I read 4, and I don't know if that was accurate or not. But dude got like
More than 2 is enough.
every single one was really bad. Like
I saw some clips online that he was throwing up.
yeah, he threw
Fucked up.
He threw up. Yeah, so you know, he was fighting really good before that last groin shot. You know, I think he would have won the fight anyways. I didn't really like his opponent's response. He was like kind of throwing up his hands, like what? I don't know if, you know, he's from China. I don't know if he was.
But Song and Sumo, they're from China. They don't
Yeah,
act like that.
they
So
wouldn't.
that guy's just crazy.
It was really weird how he was acting like he didn't, but then he was like I don't know. He rubbed me the wrong way, but anyways, Garbrandt got the W. Good for him.
I can see that you voted for Bruno. It's on my side, Rodriguez.
No. See, this is your name.
Did you
And
write
this-
these names?
I did it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna change it. Don't worry about it. Okay.
I regret that one.
Yeah, I knew Rodriguez was gonna smoke him, man. Dude's a tank, RoboCop.
Yeah, he's badass.
And he did, starched him, right? And then we had the Dober Johnson fight.
We called that one.
We called that
That
one
was a
for
good
sure.
one.
But hey, again, Michael Johnson looking great, looking fast.
But it's Drew Dober.
But Dober, we know he gets those knockouts when he needs to.
Yeah.
And there was some weird things happening with the betting lines. They even asked them about it afterwards. It like flipped right before the betting lines flipped right before the fight.
Was that for Max and Oliveira or
No,
this one?
it was for Dober and
Oh.
Johnson.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was really weird. And there was some conspiracy
What's up
about
with Johnson and having these
I don't know.
crazy flips? Because that happened last time and they had to pull the fight for him.
Yeah, and something like a gang had his nephew.
Dober's nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's
Is that true?
I heard it was. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I read it and I was like, no way. So that's why Michael Johnson got knocked out. And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
dude, well, he definitely didn't. He definitely got punched really hard. Like he didn't flop.
No.
That's just the whole situation is weird to me. Okay, next one.
Rob. How you gonna let that little boy hold you down? Come on, bro.
Hey,
Really?
Rosas is good, man. I tried to say he's good, and he's just
He's
going to get
aight.
better. He's 21 years old, and Isaac is 23 years old. He knows the difference of being an 18-year-old kid and being a 21-year-old kid.
Manhandle him. What the hell?
There's a big difference.
Why'd you get manhandled?
And he's just going to keep getting better.
That's true.
And, you know, just to be real, Rosas, you know, he's a good fighter. He's going to be a great fighter, but because he doesn't really have much else going on for him. I mean, with that face, you gotta be a good fighter, dude.
Oh,
You know?
man. The memes. He got him.
Then we had Kyle, who took it to Ritter. Good
We
fight.
called that one. But it was a good fight. A little bit of a snooze fest, but they got tired, right?
Yeah, I don't remember a lot from the fight. I watched it. I was impressed with Kyle. The Ritter had moments, couldn't get him to the ground. You know, I
We
think
called that one, man.
Fluffy just absolutely smokes both those guys. To tell you the truth.
Oh, easy win. Easy win for Fluff.
Yeah, I mean that's a weird weight class, right? Because we have all these guys that are pretty good, and they haven't been exposed to each other enough, so we don't really know where everyone lies. But I train with Anthony, and man, I would bet money I don't have that he demolishes both those guys in the grappling game.
Yeah.
And I think that if he had another round and could get to Strickland, that he'd drown him too. It's a lot of ifs, but you know.
Yeah, it is. It's a fighting game, though. You know, Max.
Yeah, this is a bad one. We all wanted, you know, Max to win. I love Charles. Actually, Oliveira is one of my favorites. Should have went.
Great fighters. Sad that it had to be a BMF fight, title fight, and it turned out like that. But if Oliveira didn't go for takedowns, he was going to get pieced up by Max, and he was getting pieced up until he got put on his back. So
Yeah, I think you're exactly right.
Yeah.
I mean, Oliveira put him on his back, and then when they did end up back on their feet, because of that takedown threat, Oliveira was landing nice damage.
yeah,
Max really didn't have any big moments.
not really. No,
He
he
kinda
didn't have a
got-
chance because Oliveira was on his back the whole time, and it was sad to see. I was really rooting for him. But
Oh, one thing I do want to say about this fight, as a grappler myself, man, Oliveira's takedowns, his wrestling was so
badass.
impressive.
Yeah,
So impressive.
Man.
Max he has good takedown defense.
didn't even look like Max was defending them at some points.
Dude, that first takedown is
Yeah.
burned in my head. He got to the over-under, locked his hands, and just yeeted him up, put him on his
Mhm.
back.
Strong.
Oof.
That's not easy to do. So, you know, props to him, man. Good on him.
So
Sad for Maxie.
overall, pretty good. Pretty good.
So this is why I never bet on fights. Lose all my money.
You know, it's funny because when I do bet, I lose. But when I just do picks, I always pick very well.
Guys, every time you win a parlay from us, you owe us 10%. All right.
Yeah, and that's in the contract from
That's in
watching.
yeah.
You didn't know, but when you pressed accept, so
When you subscribe to us, that's it's just part of it. We got good fights this weekend though, and we have a bunch of teammates fighting again, which is great. Team Alpha Male takeover. What do you want to start, man? So we can start from where we at. Miktabek and Chris Curtis. Miktabek is a favorite, 295. Chris Curtis plus 220. What do you think about that fight?
Chris Curtis is a bitch.
You
No.
heard it. I don't want no smoke. You're
No, I
three-way divisions above me.
I don't know the guy, but I'm not a fan. As a fan of fighting, I'm not a fan of Chris Curtis. I think
There you
he's
go.
boring to watch. I think he's he does a lot of stalling.
I don't
he's
think I've seen
cringy.
him fight. I don't think I've ever watched
He
him
fought
fight.
Max, and it was a snooze fest
That's
because he just
right.
ran away from Max the
Yeah.
whole time.
I would too. I don't
Max
wanna get
Payne
hit by
Griffin
Max.
won that fight, hands down. Look
There
at the
you go.
stats, go back, watch it. Dude ran away from Max the whole time.
Highway robbery.
He might have caught Max with a couple of single punches. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. So I mean, I'm hoping Orobai just absolutely rocks his
I'm
world.
gonna go Orobai. That guy is a beast. All he does is train, eat, and pray. I remember we went to Point Arena.
Yeah.
It's about a couple hours north of Sac, and all that guy did was pray, eat, and we trained. He prays all the time. So, you know, you're fighting a guy like that. Have you seen that Key and Peele episode where they're I forgot the key. There's a Key and Peele episode of like some crazy guy. That's what it would be like fighting Miktabek.
I gotta spell his name real quick.
Myktybe.
I'm just gonna do his last name. Orobai.
Anyway, I got Miktabek on that one,
Yeah, I mean Muktabek, I have some notes on him.
and that's only a minus 295. It's not too bad. There's you got a high chance of winning that fight.
Yeah, that's a pretty for sure. I'd put money on Muktabek for sure, winning that fight. Let's see here. Muktabek has knocked out Jake Hermanson, great fighter. Submitted Tofik, who was trained with us, who's a very good fighter,
Mm-hmm.
and made Tofik look not very good.
Tofik badass.
Yeah. Now I think Tofik is a little undersized compared to Orobay, but also your buddy Uros Medic, right?
Yeah, he got Euros. Euros doesn't have the best ground game. Muktabek's ground game is next level.
Yeah.
So
Muktabek trains with middleweights and my size 205 light heavyweights.
so it makes sense why
You
he's
know,
super strong.
he's super strong. He's definitely got like caveman Neanderthal
Yeah.
strength. I love the memes about him. I think he likes him too. I think he thinks it's funny.
I think so. They're funny. Bruno Silva, Charles Johnson. Two old dogs. I'm just going to go... I don't know. I'm going to go Charles Johnson at a minus 186.
Okay, I think that's a good choice. I'm also going Johnson. Johnson over Silva. Johnson has a win over Joshua Van in 2024.
That's
Who's the current
true.
champ?
That is true. Put it on him too. And he's taller. Are they the same height? No. Yeah, Charles Johnson, another fight, 5'8". Bruno Silva's 5'3". I'm going to go for the taller guy.
5'3"?
He's 5'3". Now, these stats when on the UFC, the heights are not always true.
Yeah, we were just talking about this off air, but they had Kyle Borello at 5'10" and Renier de Ritter at 6'4", and the dudes are both the same height. They're both around 6'3",
Yeah,
6'4". I don't understand what they're doing. Me and Isaac have gone back there where they measured his wingspan and his height. I don't know how the numbers get lost that quickly.
I don't know. They measured me. I was 6'3", and now my thing says I'm 5'11". I don't know what's going on.
They measured me and they said I was 7.7 inches, and I don't know.
That's a lot of inches. Wow.
What is that in centimeters? You Australians.
I don't know. I do inches too.
Oh, you do inches too?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Johnson anyways for that fight.
Johnson.
Oh, another thing about Silva. So Johnson beat Joshua Van and Sumadarji before Sumadarji started training with us, but Sumo was still a very good striker then.
Yeah.
So Johnson, older guy, but looks really good.
I think they're around the same age.
Got finished by Van. Silva's kind of had a rough go in the UFC.
He's still going to have a rough go fighting Charles.
Yeah. Two of his last, I think, 5 fights were Van and Manuel Cape.
God.
Yeah. So, dudes just get... I don't know why they're throwing him in there. I guess luck of the draw with these killers, dude. Cape is... We watched Cape last time when you fought.
Yeah, fought on the same card.
Oh.
That was easy win.
So good.
Yeah.
He is so good. I could see him one day being pound for pound best fighter.
You heard it there. You heard it first.
Yeah.
Put it in the bets.
Put it in the bets. Okay. Next
Our
one.
buddy Steven Asplund versus Vitor Petrino.
Are we going to all agree on all these fights? Because that's so gay.
No, next one. I want to see what you think about next one.
We'll get there. Asplund, though. Let's talk about Asplund.
I got Asplund on this one.
Yeah, for sure. So Asplund, he's a super nice guy. Super down-to-earth, blue-collar family. His dad was a fighter while he did concrete. Was a concrete worker in Minnesota. Somewhere up north.
I don't know. When you guys were talking to each other, I was cutting weight, just feeling like so terrible.
Yes.
So I wasn't listening to anything you guys were talking about. On the bus.
Isaac had to cut weight in under 4 days. He had to make 145, and Steven's a heavyweight, so he wasn't cutting weight at all. And I'm not cutting weight on fight week. In fact, we'll get to that later. So Isaac is hating life, and we're in the UFC limo vans, and I'm talking with Steven and his dad, and I'm trying to, care about Isaac, but we were just having a great time, and man, poor Isaac's over there just dying.
Hating life. It's on the way to weigh-ins, not feeling good.
Yeah. But anyways, great guy, great family.
Yeah.
Absolutely put on a show at that fight night.
Yeah, dude. Set the pace. Yeah, it's really set the pace before my fight. I appreciate that.
Yeah. We were watching
Man.
him, and then we were supposed to come out 2 fights, right? It
Mhm.
was supposed to be him, a fight before you, and then you, right? You were in the hole, and they switched it like 45 seconds after the fight. You had to go out there, right? So we
Yeah.
watched his fight. He must have landed like, I don't know, 100
It was
something
crazy
punches to the
numbers.
dude's face.
That was nuts. Like it was just a all-out war, and beat the shit out of that
Dropped
guy.
him multiple
Yeah.
times. He did. He says he has cardio, and he does. He's a
Absolutely.
big, strong guy that has cardio. So go Asplin. It's a big fight. Hopefully we can get him out here on the pod.
Mhm.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
We'd have to get a big chair. I'm a pretty big guy, but he's much bigger than me.
I'll sit
Maybe
here.
he'll fit.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'll sit on your lap.
You can sit on my lap.
There you go. Harry Hardwick versus Marwan Rahiki. Now I've trained with Marwan back
Did
home.
you say Rafiki?
Is it Rafiki or Rahiki? I think it's Rahiki.
Okay.
I apologize, bro.
Is this?
Do you know either of
him?
these guys?
I don't know. Say their names
Alright.
again.
Marwan Rahiki
Nope.
and Harry Hardwick. Marwan won his so he fought in Contender, had a crazy fight. Like he got dropped, he was getting whooped for a little bit, and then had this massive comeback. His opponent got tired, and I can't remember if he finished him or he just had to come back and, you know, end up winning the fight. But had a really, really exciting Contender fight. Harry, he is I can't remember if he's 1 or 2-time Cage Warriors champ. Him and his brother are both really, really good. Unfortunately, Harry had his UFC debut and got finished by calf kicks, and he just couldn't handle the calf kicks. So, you know, if Harry comes out strong, he has a good chance of beating Marwan. But Marwan is tough as fuck, man. That guy.
So
if
has
you
he been
saw-
finished before? That'd be a big question.
Marwan?
Yeah.
I think so.
So super tough, ability
Super
to come back
tough,
late in the
young
third.
guy, ability to come back.
Where's he from? Do you know him?
He's out. I got a little bit of training with him back
Okay.
home in Australia.
How'd you do against him? Same weight class, right? 45 or is
I
that
did great. Yeah, same weight
You
class.
did great. Yeah,
I
that
did.
doesn't surprise me.
Um,
But tough. That's kind
tough
of
guy.
his thing. He's
yeah,
tough.
big ups to him, man.
And Harry Hardwick is also striker.
Yes. So I think both.
This could be a fun
This
fight.
could be a really
actually.
fun fight to watch. Especially, I'm gonna be watching this one because they're in my weight division, and I want that smoke. So.
So interesting little fact here. Marwan Rahiki is the favorite on Kalshi.
Yeah, minus 265. It's pretty good. I think Hardwick's plus 200
Yeah,
underdog.
yeah, and that is interesting. It's
Hey.
not his debut though.
Harry?
No, Rahiki.
No, it's Marwan's debut.
Oh, so as a debut fighter to be the favorite,
It's pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, it's not like he was a front runner on Contender Series, right? You said he had to come
He
from
had a
behind to
comeback
win.
fight. Yeah, it's not like he knocked
And
this guy out straight
Hardwick's
away.
been
Yeah.
he's an experienced guy. I mean, I don't know. It's very interesting. Very interesting fight.
I'm gonna be biased again. I'm biased as hell. We're gonna go Marwan Rahiki.
Okay, Rahiki.
Minus 265. Yeah, I got to root for my country, you know. I
Okay.
don't know if he even reps Australia or not, but he trains out there, so I'm gonna go for him.
Well, I'm going with Hardwick.
He likes to be different.
I think that you know, being tough and winning that Contender Series fight is cool, but Hardwick is got more experience and also is a good striker. So I think he's going to get the finish. Actually, not just the decision win. I actually think that this fight night's going to be really good.
Stacked card.
Yeah.
It's a stacked card. 2 weekends. Last week was supposed to be stacked. A little bit of a sleeper, but.
And it's cool because they're kind of throwing in like older guys. There's I think 4 or 5 38-year-olds on this card.
Wow.
But also some young and new talent. Asplin, Oralby, the guy that's fighting Feely, you know, so they're kind of
Kevin
mixing in.
Vallejos, he's 24.
24?
You know, main eventing.
Yeah. So it's kind of a weird time with this Paramount deal because they only want, the UFC only wants fresh young talent. and we kind of have this pool of fighters that are getting older but are still good. At the same time, you know, it's kind of like a changing of the guard time this year.
Yeah, it's the new wave is coming out now.
Okay, so we have one different. That's good. What's the next one?
Finally, Andre Philly, Jose Delgado. We're back to.
Where are we going here? I wonder.
Got to go with my boy Andre. Yeah, I've looked up to him a lot throughout, just training with him throughout the years, and man, that guy, he's had his ups and downs in his fight career.
Yeah.
But Jose Delgado, he's not that old, is he?
I don't know.
No,
much
27. Apparently they're the same height. This is going back to what we were talking about earlier about the height of them, like posting the heights on that. Philly's not 5'9". What is up with that?
I think he's 5'11".
Yeah.
But that's 2 inch. That's a big. It's so weird.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going. They have Philly as a underdog, which is great.
Yeah, Philly's the dog.
Love that. Put the house on Philly. My plus 280. Come on, man.
Right now on Kalshi, Andre Fili is almost a 4-time bet. So that means if you put $10 on Fili just in that one bet, you can earn almost $40 back in just a win.
There you go.
That multiplier carries over to other bets. That's a good bet.
It's a great bet.
You know, Fili, like you said, he's had some up and downs. Big thing for Fili is he's a dad now.
Yeah.
Right? He has a son, Valor.
Well, he fought for the first time as a dad his last fight.
And he won. He looked great.
Amazing.
Best he's looked in years.
He's got that dad strength, you know, so.
There's something about refocusing, and he talked about that, you know, refocusing on what's important to him. And you can see it. I mean, he had a great fight. It's kind of weird that he's the underdog with so much more experience. He's been fighting for so long. He's not that old. He's kind of in his prime. You know, I think it's going to be a long night for Dude. I think this is a good one to put money on. Honestly, you could stack some bets here. Oralby, Asplin, Fili, and Johnson are all great picks if you wanted to make a parlay.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of money off that.
Listen to him, not me. I'm 50-50 on my win so far. So, I don't know much about Ion Kutaliba,
Cutelaba,
and Umar Sai. I don't know nothing about these two guys. Never seen these guys fight. Never heard of them.
Well, Kutalaba's the guy. He's absolutely jacked and shredded, and he just throws big bombs with his head down.
And what's the other guy do?
I don't know. I've never seen Sai fight, but Kutalaba is fun to watch, and he either knocks him out or gets knocked out most of the time.
I'm gonna go with the other guy. I'm going with favorite.
You're going Sai?
I'm going Sai.
How do I spell that?
Minus
S-Y?
210.
S-Y.
S-Y.
Oh, wrong color. Sai. I'll go Kutalaba because I like the way he fights. I think it's fun.
Oh, there you go. Fun doesn't always get you wins. I'm trying to win.
Yeah, and that'll lead into one of our questions that we have later today.
That's right.
Where do we go? Kuti Laba. Okay. Okay, we got our last two, right?
Last two. Amanda Lemos, Jillian Roberts.
Robertson?
Jillian Robertson. I don't know why I messed that up so bad. You know, you were there. I cut weight with Jillian last fight camp. I didn't speak at all because I was, you know, locked in for my weight cut. But she was in there cutting weight on her own. Yeah,
which was really weird to me. Because as a coach, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Right, 24/7.
Yeah.
When you're working, I'm right there. She's kind of known as being super tough.
Yeah, she's
and
badass.
She's super nice.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to her. Super nice. Cut weight like a professional. Made weight. You know, had a great fight. We shared the workout room with her.
That's right.
I mean, chick's a total stud.
Yeah.
She's also a great grappler, which is why I'm going with her for my pick. Lemos is also a stud, very strong. I think she's a little shorter, but has lost to elite grapplers in the past. Kind of been her Achilles heel.
It's gonna be a given then. You got to go for Jillian.
Got to go for Jillian.
Man, pick someone else.
We have two, just like last time. We have two that are different.
Great.
But I think Robertson is a good pick. She's been I don't know what her recent fights have been. I know she won her last fight. She's the favorite in this one. I wonder what her last fights are like.
Meanwhile, while he's searching that stuff up, guys, if you want to sponsor our show here, we'll be very, very grateful. Send us an email, shoot us a text on Instagram. We're taking offers here.
Oh, you fought on December 13th, didn't you? Isn't that when you fought?
Yeah.
So her fight actually got canceled.
Oh.
Yeah, she was.
That's right. She didn't
end up fighting.
Yeah.
She made weight and everything in that. I think it was Lemos. It was Amanda Lemos.
Well, there you go. She couldn't make weight the first time. Unprofessional.
But
let's just hope it happens this time.
She is on a terror.
Yeah, she's been pretty good lately.
The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Her last 9 fights, she's 8-1. Beating Michelle Watterson a few fights ago. Pollyanna Viana. She lost to Tabitha Ricci. She beat Rose.
Wow.
By rear naked choke in round 1.
Wow.
She's a stud, dude.
Yeah.
She's a great grappler.
Well, that's a lock. Put the house.
She's gonna throw the house on Jillian Robertson. She's gonna eat this girl up. All right.
Last fight of the night. Our boy Josh Emmett versus Kevin Vallejos. Man, they're doing him dirty. Josh Emmett, heavy underdog, plus 390. Kevin Vallejos, minus 590. Ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. I'm not sure if they're trying to hype this young guy up. I'm sure he's good. Yeah, I mean, I work with Josh. He's scary.
He's scary. I hate sparring him.
He's so scary.
He's the one guy in the gym where I'm just going to run away the whole time. I'm not going to let him hit me because just one punch. It just takes one from him. He lands one good, clean punch, you're dead. So, no.
Yeah, my job is to kind of let him hit me.
Yeah, there you go.
And he hit me a little too hard the other day, twice. And he's not like closing his fist hard. And he's just, but I don't know why, he's obviously got dense bones, but he hits so hard.
Yeah.
And he's, I weigh 230 pounds. He picks me up and slams me down. So he's amazing. He's finally getting back to his wrestling. He had hip surgery. He's had a bunch of stuff go wrong with him, all while being dominant. He went the distance with Ilia Topuria. He's the only one in the weight class to go the distance with him. Both guys bloody. Mm-hmm. Both guys boxed the shit out of each other. So I think people forget about that fight with Ilia, because Ilia smokes everyone. Josh has only been finished one time in his whole career. He's 41 years old.
There you go. Kevin's a younger guy.
Tough.
He's like 10-1, 11-1, or something like that.
Knockout
Tough
power.
Guy, but Josh had a rough time in his last fight. He just made a mistake, but he's been working on his ground, capitalizing on that and getting better. So another bias, but the factual, I think we got Josh Emmett lock in on that one for sure.
Yeah, I agree. My thing is, even if I wasn't biased on this one, I'd go with Josh.
The scary human.
He's just dude's a killer, man.
Get the names on the right side this time.
I changed them. I don't think that Vallejos has the same fight IQ that Josh can fight anywhere, especially now.
Yeah.
So interesting. Take a picture, screenshot, whatever. Hopefully by next week, this number, instead of being 6-2, will be 14-2.
Oh, you're just adding them up like
Yeah,
that, huh?
we're gonna fucking keep
I
track.
hope it's just 6 and what is that? 6 and 10. No, that means all. No, that's all my guys too.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Stop
Sucks,
picking
dude.
my same picks. Anyway, yeah. Good luck, boys. Rooting for you all and Jillian.
Okay, so we recapped and we went over the fight night coming this Saturday. Yeah, we're glad to be here. Me and Isaac have been talking about starting a podcast for a while, and this is going to be fun. So Isaac,
Excited.
he put out some questions on Instagram, and
Man, we got
get
some
into it.
weird questions. I'm not gonna teach you guys how the most effect. Someone asked me the most effective way to eat some booty. You're not getting that. Use a spoon. What was it?
Someone
Yeah,
was
that's some
talking about
other
like
weird.
my balls in your mouth or
Yeah, I
something.
wonder who that was.
I have no idea.
You can't talk with balls in your mouth anyway. You'll just be like
You can't.
goggling. Depends how big the balls are. But yeah, anyway, I think a good one we can start off is just like fight week. You know, my first UFC fight week was hectic. Found out on a Tuesday
Night.
night. I went in to do some strength conditioning with my coach Darren. Uriah gave me a call and said, "Can you fight this weekend? They got a guy." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it." Can we make it a catch weight? Yeah, I was like, "No." I was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go." I ran straight to the store, got myself a gallon of water, and started chugging, hoping that I can make some, make this weight, because I've never had a weight cut that close, and but
You're about,
professionalism and
what, 17 over, 16 over?
no, I was 20 over,
Okay.
20 pounds over, and I dropped. So I drank 2 gallons of water on Tuesday, and I dropped down 3 pounds, and that got me to my 17 onwards.
Okay.
That was rough.
Yeah. I was coaching. I coach the Sac State wrestling team, and I get a call, and like, what the hell? Why would he call me? And then he texts me, "We have a fight this weekend." I was like, "Damn, that's crazy."
Yeah.
We had not been training much.
No, barely trained. I didn't really step on the mats. My back was all fucked up, so I was just hitting the air bike. You had me hitting the air bike every day.
Yep.
Just in case, for whatever reason, just trying to keep my cardio up. And luckily we did that, because I don't think I would have been able to go the full 3 rounds if I didn't keep up.
You were in shape from the last fight, and we had just
Yeah.
barely been able to maintain that.
Yeah.
But we were not trying to push because of your back. Just a little back tweak, nothing serious, but just didn't want it to get worse.
Right. Just trying to heal, stay in shape. We didn't think I was going to fight for a little bit, so then, get the late notice call up.
This is
Why
interesting.
not?
We watched Joshua Van. Remember the Van
Yeah,
fight?
was it the weekend?
Yeah, versus what's his name that broke his arm? The champ. Anyways,
That fight.
we'll clip it in. That guy where he broke his arm, and we were watching the embeddeds together, and I was actually massaging your back. I was trying to get his back better, and the embeddeds were talking about Van's kind of uprise, and he was supposed to fight on Contender Series, whatever, in like 4 or 5 months, and then he got a call 3 months before Contender Series. Hey, can you fight this weekend? And he took it, and he got in the UFC. Had an amazing fight, and it was off to the races from there. And so I paused it. I remember telling Isaac, "Dude, this could happen to you at any time." And that was literally 1 week before we got the call.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. It's a crazy sport.
And McGregor would always talk about like manifestation and visualization and stuff like that, and you saw how that worked out for him, and same shit literally just happened to us. And then we got the call.
Yep.
Landing there was a shit show.
Oh yeah.
As soon as we landed.
Yeah, I was trying not to lose it too, because he had to get all of his medicals done, as he hadn't fought, super recently, and they needed all his medicals done for the UFC. So it took us, what, 6 hours after landing?
Yep.
7 hours?
Yep. I didn't shave because I thought, I'm just gonna get there. We're gonna land. We'll pump out these medicals,
You
and then
shaved your
well,
pubes?
it's just the pubes. But we got there, landed, did all these medicals, and then they sent us straight to the Apex to get photos and stuff done. And I was just a hairy beast. Just didn't really like. I wasn't.
That's right. You wanted to shave your chest.
And my face too. Get cleaned up a little bit. I wasn't
I
cleaned
like
up
a
at
little
all.
bit of hair, dude. You're
But
manly.
man, my fight photo compared to me walking out, I got a lot of comments saying that I look way younger. I looked hella old or whatever. But yeah, it was a shit show.
I had comments that they thought Kayla Harrison was in your corner. Shout out to Kayla Harrison. She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah, but she's way more jacked than you.
I mean, I have to agree.
But yeah, and then weigh-ins was cool.
Yeah, we made weight.
Made weight. Honestly, it wasn't that bad.
No.
Yeah, I know. I can cut weight like motherfucker.
We got it off.
Yeah.
And then the game plan was pretty simple. We knew what Brito was gonna do. He did exactly what we thought.
Mm-hmm.
He's tougher than we even anticipated. We knew he was tough. We knew he was strong. He was even tougher and stronger than we thought.
I didn't watch any film on him. I just, you guys watched film. I trusted you guys, and I think we had a pretty good game plan.
Yeah, we stole round one, and he comes out hot.
Yeah, he usually knocks guys out in round one. He had 8 finishes.
Yeah, 8 finishes in round one, including Andre Fili.
There you go. So it's
had a win over Diego Lopez.
Yeah.
Number 1 contender. Dude's an absolute monster.
Yeah.
I wish we could have had a little bit more time. That's kind of the name of the game. But going forward, things look very bright. But that was a great week. It was a great week. We had a lot of fun at the hotel, experiencing everything.
We got in trouble trying to sunbake in the streets of Vegas. One of the security, Cody was just laying down almost naked on the street on this little fake patch of grass. I walk over there, I strip off, start laying next to him, and then the security guard comes over, is like, "Hey, you can't be doing that."
The things you can do in Vegas, right?
Things you can do in Vegas.
You can have naked women walking around the strip, but I can't sit in the sun on some turf. It just doesn't make any sense.
It's ridiculous. And I come from a country where you can walk around with no shirt on and no shoes, and it's completely fine. You come over here, and it's just no shirt, no shoes, no service. It's bullshit.
Yeah, well, we might have to open up a TAM Australia here in the near future.
That'd be cool.
Uriah.
Let's look into that. Another question was how do you balance being entertaining and trying to win at the same time? Because you don't want to look like.
Is this something you actually think about though?
No, I don't think about it at all. But I've had thoughts of how do you be entertaining, not look like a douche, and win at the same time? Because if you do look a kind of douchey and you lose, you're fucked. But if you look a little douchey and you win, like McGregor, for example, he yapped his mouth all the time but was winning, it works out for you. It's very hard. Fighting, so anything can happen. So you just got to be careful.
Do you think that the question was how are you entertaining in your fights, or how are you entertaining as your person? How do you balance fight? I don't. I think the person that asked the question was. I took it as they were asking, how do you balance your fight style and winning, right? Because you don't want to be boring.
Right. You don't want to make a boring fight like Oliveira did.
I disagree with that. I think it was good, but
it's boring as hell.
Yeah, I mean that's all. It's just very subjective, boring. But also that's just not something that we ever think about.
No. How could you?
That when
You're just looking to win.
When I'm coaching, when he's training, when we have guys training at pro practice, we're training to do damage.
Yeah.
Which is what the people want, right? I mean, blood. So whether it's grappling, And that's why I liked Oliveira. He was doing damage. I mean, he made
True.
Max's head swell up. We're training to do damage. We're training to end the fight. You know, it's not about just getting dominant. It's not a wrestling match.
No.
Dominant position does not do much.
Honestly, the more boring wrestling fight would have been DDP and
Yeah.
Hamza. That one was boring.
That was boring.
He did no damage.
He didn't
all
do
he
any
did was lay
damage.
on him the whole time. So, yeah, it wasn't that bad. Who was the fight over the weekend that had was it Brundage? Brundage, he
Oh.
had the good. That was actually a pretty cool, like a lot of good jiu-jitsu. Or was it the smaller guys?
Cody Brundage?
Was it Cody Brundage? I
What
don't remember.
happened
That
in
was
the
a
fight?
good. I was just talking about like the good like jiu-jitsu that guy had until he was getting.
I
more
remember us talking about it,
Yeah.
but I don't remember
I
what
don't
fight
know
it
what that
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's, you know, being entertaining is not really something that we are thinking about. I think the way Isaac fights is super entertaining because he can fight everywhere. You know, I mean, he caught a kick and punched dude in the face, Brito in the face, knocked him straight down. He hit a beautiful Frankie Edgar style takedown, drove him across the mat.
Got dumped on my head.
Got
ran
dumped
a
on
double
his
leg.
head. Graham beat out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, the fight was super entertaining. Even though there was probably like, out of the 15 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes that was up against the cage, lots of elbows were thrown. He was reaping your legs, trying to put you down. He lifted you up multiple.
Yeah.
I mean, I found it entertaining.
If you want to hear something gross, go to the last round. It's around like the last 3 minutes or 2 minutes. He pops my knee and you can hear it on camera.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
You know what I don't like, and this is as a fan, someone that's been watching MMA for a long time, I don't like the entertainment like Colby Covington. I don't
The
like that.
WWE style.
I don't like the fake persona.
No, I'm not
don't-
a big fan of fake personas.
You
I
know?
mean, I used to train with Colby, and honestly, he's a really, really nice guy in person.
Yeah,
But I know why he did it. It's because he wasn't going anywhere. He had to do it.
he did. He made more money because of it, but
Yeah.
it's not. I don't find that entertaining.
No.
I find it.
But you want to see him
abrasive.
lose.
I still rooted for him, actually.
go.
That's what's crazy. I still rooted for him.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard. You know, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. I'm not a big fan of the personas. Though. I'm gonna try and just be myself the whole time.
He's
you
a
know?
sweetheart. That's why his nickname's a sweetheart.
Man, what
Well, I know one question. You can look up the next one, but one question we got was 100 Americans versus 100 Brits.
I'm gonna go Americans. We got America. Car. You know, I'm not British, so I don't know why someone asked me that. We're gonna go Americans for sure. British, what are you gonna do?
I don't know why they asked you that, but it's funny. It's funny that you would even consider like that to be a good matchup, because
It's
we would
terrible.
absolutely. We've already stomped them,
Yeah.
and we'll stomp them again anytime they come over here. And Ben, our good friend Ben at the gym. I'm sorry, Ben, but you know your country's weak, dude. You're getting
Oh,
taken over
Beans
by
and fucking tea. That's
Yeah.
all they eat.
the Middle
Beans on
East is
toast.
coming over and taking over England. You guys don't have any guns. You guys are weak, dude. They're weak. You guys used to be cool, like in the 1700s. Dude. Like, it's like 300 years ago. So you're done. 100 Americans, 100 Brits, easily the 100 Americans.
He's bad teeth.
Women that look like men.
No, that's over here.
Oh,
There's one right here.
Sorry, we all can't be Australian.
And I saw yesterday at Costco. So you know, like the trolleys, they have like the flatbed.
The what?
The carts.
Okay.
Shopping cart. You know, it's
Okay.
like the flatbed.
Yeah.
Dude, there was like, you know, those adults that kind of like to dress up as babies.
No.
It's like some weird kink.
Okay.
Anyway, there was like some big she-man, 6 foot tall she-man pushing around this fat lady that is dressed up kind of like a baby, man. And I was just like, what is going on in America?
Only in Sacramento, dude.
Only in Sac, man. That was a sight to see.
Also, do you know what we call shopping carts here in America in the South? Do you know what the South calls them? I hated this when I lived there.
What?
Buggies.
A buggy?
A buggy. I don't know. You're looking
Why
at
is
me.
it a buggy? Did you guys ride them a lot?
I never converted to calling it a buggy. I couldn't do it. I felt
That's
weird.
weird.
I would call it a cart, and
Fighting, drugs, and history. What a fucking question.
Yeah, it's not even. You gotta be more specific, dude.
Yeah, come on.
Who was
Fighting,
that?
drugs.
Who was it?
You want me to call him out?
Call him out.
That was my Kentucky friend.
Kentucky he calls shopping carts buggies. You
There you
see,
go.
that's why
This
he
guy's
can't,
not
he
even
can't
know,
ask a proper
man.
question.
Anyway, we're gonna skip that one. Best part of a job that no one talks about.
We wanted to talk about
This is a good one. For my on my part, because me and Cody's jobs are two separate. They're pretty different. I'm in like the spotlight, and he's kind of in the backside of it. So, for me, I would say it's like right now, especially like the recognition. Like I'm not just like a pro fighter now. You know, I when I got home, I got recognized when I was at the airport, and like
Yeah.
I love that. That's so cool. Like if you see me, come up to me because I eat that shit up. I love it so much, and
Yeah.
it feeds my ego. Oh, it's the best. But also like the travel too. Like there's no other job like fighting where you just like you can travel to different gyms. You can travel for fighting. The travel is like I've gone so many places now in my lifetime, and I'm so grateful to be able to just do that as a job. You know,
Yeah, just in America, where have you trained? Miami.
I've been all over Miami, Idaho, Mississippi, uh, Massachusetts, Minnesota, California, Miami,
Coconut Creek,
Coconut Creek. Like it's so many places. I can't even name them all.
right? And then all over Australia, obviously.
And it's just for training, and you know,
You trained in England when you were out there?
Did some training in England. I had an argument with the coach because he didn't let me drink any water, which is stupid. I think you should be able to drink water. It's English, man.
Guys,
I beat up everyone at their gym.
Of course you did. They're English.
Sorry, they were terrible. But yeah, no, there's no life like fighting life.
Yeah, the travel is really cool. I mean, even just going to Vegas, right? What did we do last time after your fight? We went to that famous steakhouse.
Yeah, went to fancy steakhouse.
I've never got to pick my own knife before. That was pretty.
That was really cool. They had like a bunch of selection of knives. You got like a Damascus knife.
Yeah. They
had a steakhouse.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
It was awesome.
So cool.
Everyone they brought over a big wooden thing and opened it up, and there's all these knives, and we all got to pick our steak knife. Of course,
Cody got first pick and took the fucking Damascus knife. Bastard. But it was really cool. I mean, yeah, and then also like the opportunities and the people you meet. I've met everyone under the sun, and you just make so many connections when it comes to fighting. And for whatever reason, everyone likes fighters.
Fighters are the nicest people. Like, as I'm not a fighter myself, like the best fighters are so nice.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, we've got to meet people from all over the world too. You know, our friend Slava is from Russia. We've got to meet so many people from all over the world. It's so cool, and we're barely starting. My favorite part, Isaac hates this. My favorite part that no one talks about, but Coach Joey knows, we like our food adventures on Fight Week. Our Fight Week food adventures are so fun.
It must be nice.
Yeah. So when after the sauna sesh with Isaac, he goes back to the hotel and he gets on his phone, doom scrolls, and just tries to keep himself from being too sad. Me and the other coach, usually Coach Joey, will go find some great food and enjoy ourselves.
You're lucky Vegas has a lot of good food spots.
Vegas, and then Australia was amazing. Australia was probably...
Yeah.
I've never been anywhere like that. All the different food I ate out there.
I'm glad I didn't have to cut weight when you guys were over there, and it was Slavo, not me.
Yeah.
Because then I got to enjoy it too. So being in the corner is fun, you know.
Being in the corner is fun, except I'd say the hardest part about being in the corner is I get so nervous and I can't do anything about it. I have to just, my job is to be calm and stable and a good source of energy for my guys. And dude, when they're gonna go out in the cage and you hear the sounds you hear from these guys hitting and kicking each other is unreal. It's scary, I care about my guys. They're not just like my fighters; they're my friends, and I get so nervous, and I can't do anything about it. That's probably the worst part. Is I have almost no control. Right at the end of the round, I can come talk to you. I can yell things to do, but I can almost do nothing.
Yeah. That's why, like, I hear, like, sometimes people blame the corner for their fighter, right? Or, like, or some fighters will blame their coach for certain things happening. At the end of the day, you're the one in there doing all the work. So it's like, yeah, your corner can call something out, but it's also up to you as the fighter to make that decision if it's a right call or not, and to
Yep.
make different changes and to put the work in. You can't, at the end of the day, it's down on you.
Yeah, I mean, most of the corner work is done before the fight, right? I mean, there's like it's very little. There are some adjustments that we make. Sometimes you got to get in their head and help them pull themselves out of something. But for the most part, it's just like, yeah, this is working, this is not working. Things that you don't necessarily see when you're in the fight. We're just pointing it out to you. But it's it's not rocket science what we're doing in the corner. But before the fight, there is work, there is strategy, there is analysis, there is game plan, there is technical adaptations and things that we're doing very specifically. So being in the corner, it's fun for the week, but then when the fight comes, I'd say it's worse for me than it is for you.
Yeah, I don't get nervous really. I mean, you'll have your like fight jitters and tiny little nerves, but when you're out there, it's all gone.
Yeah.
Like you hear Mike Tyson talk about that. He used to cry before fights, and like GSP used to be like so nervous, but like once you're out there, it's all gone.
Yeah.
So your corner feels that way more
Yeah,
than
we
I
just
would.
feel it. Yeah, and I would like to ask Uriah because he's been cornering and fighting for so long. How I'm sure he gets a little bit, but I'm sure it's not as much as I do.
I think he still does.
Yeah.
It depends who.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I've cornered some guys that I've had someone come up to me and be like, "Hey, can you corner me? Like, I fight tomorrow." I'm like, "I've never trained this guy." I'm like, "Sure. I mean, if you need someone to help you, I'll jump in."
Yeah.
And I didn't feel anything. But then I go and like, say Trent, my training partner Trent, for example, I went and helped corner him, and I was super nervous. So it definitely depends who the person is, but it's
Absolutely.
fun. Fighting's fun. Majority of the time.
Okay, we have a few good questions left.
Jacoby Smith, I want that smoke.
Oh, okay. We want a game plan for Jacoby Smith.
Yeah, what do you have you watched him fight?
We watched him together. He absolutely demolished. Remember the guy took him down? He did it's called a reverse Granby.
That was fucking insane. I'm not going to the ground. All that I'm saying is that guy is an insanely good wrestler.
So good.
He doesn't but the thing is he's smart. He'll outstrike you and force you to shoot in. And then you go to wrestle.
Yeah, he doesn't force the grappling, or at least he hasn't needed to.
Doesn't have to.
Yeah, he's very good. Game plan, we hide a knife in your shorts.
I hide a knife in my shorts. I put cat piss on my gloves. Old Thai guys used to pee on their gloves.
Okay.
And when you punch them in the eye, it gets in their eyes. So I'll probably do that.
Sand.
Maybe gasoline.
I'll have sand in the corner.
Sand in the corner.
Do some blood sport action.
What else? What is some dirty? I'll do like what Cody's opponent did to him over the weekend. Hit him in the nuts a few times.
Yeah, we're not really looking to win the decision. We want to knock out.
I want to win the war.
Yeah, so a couple nut shots, a couple eye pokes, and hopefully we can get it done.
Yeah.
Inside 5 minutes.
That'll be.
That's the plan.
That's
Jacoby
easy.
Smith, we're coming for you, dude.
Yeah. If you guys don't know this guy, look him up. He's all right.
All right, Rhino had a good question. Why do people gravitate towards fighting if there's a potential of getting seriously injured?
I think a majority. No, I think there's a good handful of people who actually don't want to fight. They like the thought of being a fighter, but they don't want to put the work in, and they don't actually like fighting. And I've seen it. I grew up in the sport, so I've seen it from time and time again, where guys will have one fight, or they'll just want to train with the fighters. and call themselves fighters, and it's so bad. I think they think it's cool.
Well, I resonate with that. I love training.
There
I
you
love
go.
training. I love
Training's cool.
sparring with
Yeah.
Max Griffin or Josh Emmett, but I'm not. I don't like getting hit in the face very much. I have, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'd much rather grapple.
Don't know why people want to fight. I mean, Ben, yeah, you're a gladiator, you know. It is fun to throw down, but if you don't like doing that, why would you fight?
Well, as a
You know?
coach, I would answer this question as no one's thinking about injury.
It's true.
None of the fighters are thinking about getting injured. It just happens, and then they deal with it. It's just not something that you go into the sport, any of the martial arts, thinking like, oh, I could seriously injure myself. Just, you know, you don't get in a car thinking.
I'm thinking trying to injure other people.
Right, yeah. I mean, that's
Anything.
really what
I want to injure someone else.
If you're thinking about getting injured, you're kind of already halfway out.
Yeah.
Right? Like I said, you don't get in a car thinking about, you know, the possibility of me getting in a car accident, getting seriously injured is very high in a car. And I never think about that.
Right. I mean, if you do, you're bound to.
Yeah, you have the law of attraction there too. So to answer your question, Rhino, they don't think about it.
Yeah. Stop thinking about it.
Yeah, don't think about.
Don't bring that energy around here.
Yeah, that's bad juju.
Man.
Okay. Next question, also from a member or at Ultimate Fitness. The pros and cons of being a young athlete and advice for parents.
Actually, I have a good one. We can go off what my dad did for me, and I'm super grateful. I have the best parents, man. But he saw that I was good at martial arts, and he just backed it the whole way, and just made sure that like this dream could come alive. But what he also did was made sure I had a plan B, you know, and he gave me a choice when I wanted to start fighting. My plan B was I could either go and work for him, or I could go travel the world, train, fight, as long as, you know, I'm winning and it's working out. So like good advice would be what he did, and just back your kid up, you know, for like just make sure that they're good at it first. You know, you don't want to you want to be able to make sure that they're actually good at it, and you're not just wasting your time, obviously. But so you can put them through tests and competition and stuff, and if they're winning, but backing them up is just, there's too many people in this sport that don't have the right backing and won't make it to where they should.
Yeah. Yeah, it can't be, you know, it wasn't your dad's dream.
No.
You know, it was something that you started doing. Well, you know, Isaac's mom's also a very good fighter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and your whole family's been in martial arts before you were born. But it wasn't their dream. It was something that you were good at, and then, like you said, they backed you.
Right. No, they didn't even want me to fight. They had that like when they found out that I wanted to fight, they were like, "Really?" And like my first 8 fights, every time Dad would wrap my hands and he'd ask me like, sure you want to do this? And every time I was like, yeah. And then the last time he asked me, I was like just fed up, and I was like, yes, like I want to fight. Like, why you keep asking me this? And it was just, you know, making sure. 'Cause this shit's a long road, especially like younger athletes who are coming through. Like, I can't tell you how many times like I've wanted to just stop fighting and quit, and I just kept going, you know. And then before I got signed, I thought I was all the time I think like, fuck, like, am I gonna get signed? Am I not gonna get signed? And there was a long like period of time like we didn't know what was going on, and sometimes you get to that, and it's very like takes a big mental toll on you, but persistence and staying on the grind, staying consistent, and eventually it'll, you know, you work hard and it'll happen.
Yeah, I mean, and burnout is real too. You know, you have to have other things that
yeah.
you're interested in, and should be the next question we get to. But other things that you like to do, hobbies and stuff like that. I guess advice for parents. I was also a young athlete as a wrestler, and there was multiple times that I wanted to quit because wrestling is hard.
Oh,
It's just hard. It's hard to lose weight that often, and It's hard to compete. It's hard to lose. Hard to put on a singlet. It's, you know, having other, not, you know, you don't want your kid to identify themselves with the sport they're doing. You know, I was a wrestler, but I was more than just a wrestler. And that's the hardest thing to do, is to not just like have your identity be wrapped up around MMA. You know, Isaac is a UFC fighter, but Isaac is a lot of other things. You know, and I think if you start to do, if you start to just completely focus on wrapping their identity around this one thing, it becomes too much. It becomes a negative thing.
Yeah, definitely don't want to make it negative. It's gonna have its, especially in the fighting game, it's just full of negatives
Yeah.
and people hating, and it's hard as fuck.
You're gonna
Like,
lose. Everyone's gonna lose
Yeah.
at some point.
at something.
Yeah.
Whether it's, yeah, in and out of life, in and out of fighting. Sorry, you know, so many losses.
Yeah. So giving opportunity to your kids without forcing them.
Yeah,
It's a hard balance. You know, sometimes they do, you know, you need to be pushed. That's kind of where the line is really fine, is pushing and forcing.
yeah.
So the question we were going to get into is stuff you're actually interested in. Gaming, for example, in addition to fighting stuff.
Man, I love gaming. I actually, instead of fighting, I wanted to become a professional COD player.
COD?
COD, yeah.
Are you saying COD or card?
COD.
Now you got me messed up.
COD. Call of Duty.
Dude, this guy's
Professional
accent, dude.
Call of Duty player is what
Call of
I
Duty,
wanted
thank you.
that. I
Really?
wanted to do that as a kid.
You suck.
I was so good. I was so fucking good, man. Like, but, and I spoke to my dad about this. I was like, there's no way he was gonna have a kid that just gamed professionally, which is, you know.
Can you
That's
imagine how
fair.
you would look if you didn't do martial arts and you just did COD?
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, yeah, I love video games,
Video
man.
games.
That one, snowboarding.
Snowboarding, yeah, you're always trying
Love
to snowboard.
snowboarding. But it's only like once a year. Now I can't even snowboard for a while, which is sad. I'm just glad this season was terrible. We had shit snow. Music. We're actually in a music studio right now
Yep.
at live action. right
Live
here.
action music.
Yeah, what do you like doing? You like perennial sunning,
Perennial sunning's pretty nice. It's how I
You like
charge up.
playing with men.
Look up the perineum if you don't know what that is. Yeah, I like to be outside, dude. I'm an outside guy. And like you said, when we went to Vegas, I spent, I think, 4 hours in the sun there, just
Yeah.
chilling. I like to read science published journal articles.
Long walks on the beach,
Uh,
hand holding.
I like to be competitive too. I love playing spike ball and, you know, little games like that. Especially when my little brother's around, we're very competitive. I like playing board games,
Poker.
poker,
We
camping.
should get on celebrity poker one day.
Yeah,
You gotta train me up.
my family's big. We're big in Catan, but we like yell at each other and get into fights over it. I think, you know, I call my brother a snake in the grass within 10 minutes of playing Catan. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of fun to me, you know. When I was in the college age, it was like drinking games were really fun, like Polish horseshoes with a frisbee or beer pong, you know, stuff that is physical, but also drinking. Yeah, but anything outside is what I like to do. You know, we go hiking,
Yeah.
camping.
I only just started liking outside stuff from
Few years
18 onwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated going outside. I hated doing things. All I wanted to do was game. I didn't even like training at the time.
That's so interesting to me
All I wanted to do
because
was game.
you taught me how to dive.
Yeah.
You know, we went to Australia and first of all, Isaac's dad and I think his grandpa we didn't meet. They're like Maori dudes. Like, and Isaac's dad does dives without any mask. It's crazy. I don't know how his eyes don't burn, but he's like, he's diving, he's getting shells, and he'll just like eat shit out of the ocean.
Yeah, man. That's normal.
Yeah, it's normal. I mean, I thought it was awesome. And then Isaac's mom's like waiting for the day that she sees a shark in the ocean with her. You're just crazy, dude. But yeah, that's just funny to me because you taught me how to dive, and there's so much outdoor stuff in Australia. It's beautiful. We body surf with the California Kid on
Manly
Beach.
Yeah, I now that I'm like older, let's say older, I'm only 23. I like doing outside stuff, but yeah, before I moved to California, game. When I was living in Miami, all I did was train, come back, game, train, come back, game. I got really good.
Yeah.
Now,
well, and would you say that you have more fun now that you have other things that you
yeah,
like doing?
actually, I enjoy fighting and training a lot more now that I have other stuff. I can spread myself around instead of just gaming, and training makes training more fun too.
Yeah,
it's not just consuming you.
Okay, well, let's see if we have any more questions here we want to get to.
If you're thinking about starting MMA in your 20s, if you ask Khabib this, he would say you're too old. Yeah, you're too old. It's too late. I think if you can go and knock someone out with one punch, and then you have a good chance. If you're a heavyweight, you have a good chance of starting late. 20 is pretty late. I'm 16 years in. I'm 23.
Yeah.
And if you grew up in college or high school and you wrestled, you're chilling. But if you had nothing, just clean slate, and you're jumping in, you're 20. I don't know. What do you think? Well, I think you're too late, but
we've seen some like football players that didn't fight that were able to make it. It's very few, but it is possible, especially at the upper weights, because power kind of supersedes technique.
I think featherweight and under though.
Yeah,
it's rough.
Another thing is, like you said, if you have to be able to wrestle to get in the UFC. You have to, right? Even the worst wrestlers in the UFC are good at grappling. And if you didn't wrestle at all and you want to start MMA at 20, it's going to be really hard. It's not impossible because we've seen guys come in that can, George St. Pierre didn't grow up wrestling. One of the best MMA grapplers of all time.
Uriah had his first fight when I was 1 year old, which is crazy. But he was like in his 20s.
Yeah, that was
that's a different era. UFC, like nowadays.
But also he grew up wrestling.
It's true.
Right? So he grew up in martial arts. So what I'm saying is, if you're 20 and you have no wrestling experience and you go into the gym and you're terrible, it's going to be really hard for you.
You've got to put the hours in. You got to be I was getting 6 to 8 hours a day when I was 14, 15, 16, 17, until my body just couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
You're racking up those hours. So you're 20, your body's not going to be able to take as much as a 16-year-old can, but you just got to put that extra time in, more than what anyone else is doing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're
playing catch up, especially with the grappling game. It's it's a hard thing to learn.
It's so tedious.
It's one of the reasons Isaac came to Team Alpha Male. It wasn't like he didn't grapple growing up. How many jiu-jitsu tournaments?
Well over 200 plus like jiu-jitsu matches. I did a little bit of grappling, a little bit of wrestling when I was like 13, 14, 15, but not to the extent that I do now. And it wasn't around college wrestlers. It wasn't, the level is different.
Totally different. And he played catch up the last 3 years, and now he's one of the better grapplers in the room. But just that focus on that had to be huge. So is it possible? Yes. You're definitely at a huge disadvantage.
Just make sure you have a plan B. Like, you don't put like 90% of the shit in. If you really, really, really want to make it happen, you got to put damn near everything into it. Just make sure you have a plan B, because the catch up is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. I think that's good for our first.
There's
episode.
our pilot episode. There's our pilot episode, guys.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy. Stay tuned.
Yep. In the corner with Cody and Isaac.
Isaac and Cody. Cool.
All right. See ya.
Thank you, guys.